shake it, baby.
Good morning. Yes, it is time to hit the road again. Time to go out and do some night driving. You know what I got to do, guys? The guys who follow me know I'm about to go to my shipper, and go to bed so I can get rested up for the night and drive through the night and get this thing done. It's gonna be me, the highway, and this truck rolling through the midnight hour tonight. So we're getting at it, man. Before I get started, man, make sure you like and subscribe the video, the channel, so we can be able to reach more people and continue to grow this channel, and be able to put out some great content for the family. Whatever it is, whether it's trucking, barbecue, family, I want to be able to put that out there to everybody who wants to be a part of the family. So I just enjoy doing it. Simple as that. So remember, like and subscribe. Because I always forget at the end of the video to say it. So I'm going to say it now. That way, once I get into things and we're rolling and we bumping docks and we getting loads delivered and whatever it is we're doing, we can do that. We can get the commercial side of this thing done. So remember, like and subscribe. Everybody, trucking is trucking. When we do this video, we're going to talk about this, just kind of see what we see on this load board. I can't show it to you because I don't know how to do that. But at the same time, we're going to see what these loads look like going to different places and what the markets are, what the top 5 markets are. We'll discuss that in this video. But I'm going to head out to O'Hare Airport in Chicago and get myself set up and put in position so we can run tonight. Talk to you guys in a momento. Good evening. So I have slept. Actually, I was able to get to sleep pretty decently. Woke up about 8 o'clock tonight, 8:10. We got a door assignment. So waiting for a truck to get out of it. Should be out of there shortly. And I'm going to bump the dock, get loaded, and start my way towards Kansas City. It's a smooth operation. They need these loads delivered on time, so they need to get me loaded on time. So open my doors and get this show started. Let the games begin. All right, here goes another one. We're leaving Chicago. I actually left O'Hare. O'Hare is actually right next door. It's a 7-Eleven here right down the street from where we pick up at. It's actually just on the other side of this trailer. I don't know if you can see a wing, probably can't see it, but there's a big plane there. It's a Qatar cargo airline plane sitting over there. Huge. I mean, it's amazing how big those things are, and those things fly. But yeah, we're leaving now. Looking at about an 8-hour journey, 548 miles through the night to Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas / on the border. Right by the airport there. Kansas City Airport. We'll be there in the morning. We got a 7:30 appointment. We've been getting there about 6:30, 6:45. In that neighborhood is about the time that we've been going. You see that car just almost hit the front of my truck. Unbelievable, right? But yeah, we'll travel through the night. Should be a smooth run. Weather's clear. Once we reach cruising altitude, I'll take the seatbelt sign off. You can roam about the cabin, right? That's what we do. I met a pilot this summer in Cincinnati. I was actually down there with our bus company helping out with the big Cincinnati Jazz Fest down there, and I was helping coordinate the movement of a lot of buses, and I was having breakfast, getting some coffee that morning in the hotel lobby, and there was a pilot. We were right next to the Kansas City, excuse me, Cincinnati Airport, and he and I were talking. I mentioned that that I'm in transportation and we have a truck and all that great stuff. He said, "Oh man, you do the same thing I do. I'm just in the air and you're on the ground." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." He said he hauls. He's a cargo 777 airline pilot, but he does cargo side. So he's just a truck driver in the air. So it's pretty interesting when you look at it that way. Pretty interesting. He said, "We deal with traffic issues like you do." I said, "Yeah, I get it. I mean, once you're in the air, you're good to go." Right? But that was neat, just to hear that from a different perspective, them hauling cargo, in the sky. Pretty interesting. So I was on the load board tonight. I tell you, man, those of you who are BCOs, you really, really got to take some time and dive into that app and look at that BCO portal. Man, there is some good stuff in there. I really, really like that site. Again, it's giving you real numbers. It's giving you, your year to date. You can break it down. You can look at last year's numbers to see what you're doing compared to this year, to kind of get an idea what your best months were, where you made your most money, what agents you made the most money from, and it kind of rings your I guess you could say, kind of sparks your memory and say, "Hey, oh shucks, that's right, ABC agency, I was able to do this amount of revenue last year. Let me give them a call and see what they got." So I like it for that point. It also allows you to find the hot markets, and looking at that, looking at the hot markets, Chicago, Illinois, but specifically Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, of course, Savannah, Georgia was a hot market, is a hot market this week. Pittsburgh is another hot market this week. Dallas, and some of this is based on load volume. Also, some of this can be based on rate per mile coming out of those areas. So there's good information there. But this site, this portal gives you that. So you can kind of make some really good educated decisions as to where you're going, where you're coming from. But I was looking at it, and I tell you, man, just kind of diving into it, there are some decent rates out there. Some $4, $5, $6 per mile. Even saw some $8 per mile dry van. And they weren't hazmat loads. They were your standard dry van. Some of them were long distance. Some of them, were within a 300-mile runs. So there are some options out there. The market is still down, but I think we are on the upward. It's not a steep climb, but it's itching. It's itching up. You're able to find some decent, manageable rates out there. There's still your $1.80 and your $2.25 rates out there. They still exist. They're still out there. Trust me. But I think if, as an industry, if we're able to just say, you know what, I just won't run that stuff. I just won't run that stuff. I think kind of wait them out a little bit. So, but it was interesting to see that. Again, if you're a BCO, get on that site. It's in the Landstar One app. And dive into that app and look at that driver portal preview. I think it's called Capacity Portal Preview. I think is what it's called. Dive in there, man. You can really study your markets that you want to go into or want to stay away from. It's really good site. trucking is what it is, man. It's trucking. And, you know, I'm not just trying to paint a bright light on a dark situation, but it is actually, it's going all right. So let's do this, guys. Ride with me for a little while as we eat up some highway, chase these white lines, as my wife says. And I'm going to take probably a 30-minute break down in Jacksonville, Illinois, which is about 4.5 hours from here, roughly, give or take. Take a 30-minute break and finish this journey, man. Let's do it. We got a load we're picking up tomorrow evening around 5 o'clock down in Emporia, Kansas, I think it's what it's called, Emporia, Kansas. This load is going up to just south of Fort Wayne, Indiana, for a Friday night delivery. So we got some running to do. Just to give you an idea, man, these 2 days, looking at about 5,300 gross. It's 3 days, 5,300 gross. So again, you can make some money. You can do it. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not. It was, but it's not no more. You can do this. You can do it. We'll talk down the road a little bit, family. Right, I'm here in Kansas City, right by the Kansas City airport, man. I don't know if I'm an airplane enthusiast. I've always been too fat to be a pilot, but I feel if one needed to be landed by myself, you might not want to be on that flight. It's not going to be a bumpy. It's not going to be a smooth ride. It's going to be a rather bumpy landing. But yeah, it's all good. I'm actually here in Kansas City. They're about to get me in the door here. I got here about 6:45 this morning, and they saw me, waved at me. So 7:30, once they punch in, we're going to get the seal cut, open the doors, and get unloaded. And then I'm looking at about an hour and 45-minute deadhead southwest of here to Emporia. See, I just need to read and look at it. But M something, Kansas, and get reloaded. Appointment ain't till like 5 o'clock tonight, so not the most optimal dispatching for myself, but it ain't bad. The load pays about $2,000 gross. It is what it is, man. It ain't the greatest, but it ain't bad either, you know. And I think it's pet food. I think I'm gonna be getting pet food. It's going to a Kroger distribution center. And you know, grocery loads, you know how it is. Appointment on one end, appointment on the other end. Say 9 o'clock, that means they check you in at 9 and wait to get a lumper together, and you'll be sitting there. Maybe at 11:30 they'll put me in the door. 12:30 they'll come on with a forklift. 2:30 they'll be empty. That's how it works. That's how grocery is, man. You know, the other bad part about grocery is, you know, if you're trying to catch you an 8, 10-hour break or whatever, you can't fully sleep because one, the trailer's bouncing, or you're waiting, to see that green light. So you're constantly getting up to look and see if you got a green light. So you really don't get no rest in the door while you're getting unloaded. I'm just saying, yeah. It don't work that way. Even if you're obviously on duty, not driving, unloading, but you're trying to get some rest. That's not going to happen. So, but it's all right. I get empty here in a minute, and then I'll be heading on down the road a little bit. I got about 2 hours and 54 minutes left to drive with an hour and 45-minute deadhead, so I think I got enough time. But we'll talk in a minute once we get wrapped up. Well, we got that load out of the box. Got our paperwork. Took about 20 minutes at that, 15, 20 minutes. And got out of there. We are on our way to Emporia, Kansas to pick up the next load. Again, everything went smooth. Actually topped off earlier this morning, about 4 o'clock this morning. And get down here. Got a 5 o'clock appointment pickup tonight, excuse me. Tonight. Pick up tonight, and so when I get down, I'm going to shut down and, kick back a little bit because we'll do some driving tonight once we get rolling. But it's all good. Out here in Kansas, man, it's pretty. I'm on 35 south at the 147 mile marker, just west of Kansas. I'm in Kansas City. Beautiful. I haven't been out this way in a few months. Not bad at all. Nice smooth roads. Went through this past the scale. I love Landstar, man. It's got that green light. Got the bypass. How about that? Not just the green light. Got the bypass. That's what it's about. But it's all good, man. Again, trucking, baby. Truck is good. Truck is good. Trucking's good, man. Let's wrap this up, man, and let's get to the next one. Let's bump some docks, get some loads, and get to the next stop, family. We will catch you on the next one. Remember, keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. Like and subscribe, family. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.